So my wife and I are on a 3-day SUV camping trip right now. Right now we're in the southeast corner of Idaho, and I wanted to show you guys how we manage that, how we both sleep and travel in an SUV. In our case, it's a little SUV, a 2011 Toyota RAV4. This is where we parked and camped last night. Let me go ahead and show you our setup. So this is what it starts off as. During the day, this is how we travel. The cooler is on Cassie's side, and then the 2 bins of dry food are over on my side. And this way we can easily access the food, both in the bins and the cooler. And then at night, we move these 2 seats forward, put one of the bins on the front passenger seat, put the cooler on top of that, and then put the other bin on top of the cooler. Let me show that to you from the other side. You can see that literally took, what, like 15 seconds, 20 seconds? Not bad at all. And so the cooler is on this bin so that it gets above the gear shifter, the knob, the gear shifting knob, which is in the center over here. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to slide this over enough. So in order to clear the knob, we have to prop it up a little bit. So that's that. Then here we have the inside. Again, our 2 sleeping areas. Actually, let me open it up from the other door so the light is a little bit better. So here are our 2 sides. We have our little sleeping platforms, the wooden platforms. This is my side, this is her side. We each use a little self-inflating camping mattress. And then the shelf is back here. All of our bedding during the day gets pushed back there. So under here are our sleeping bags and pillows. Again, during the day, just to get those out of the way, they're pushed under the shelf. And the shelf itself we use for for storage. Obviously, our legs and feet fit underneath the shelf. And there's actually quite a bit of room. I mean, we can sit up, no problem. I know some people are gonna say, oh, that's too cramped, I could never sleep there. Okay, that's fine for you, but it works really well for us, this setup. There's plenty of room. Like, if you've ever slept in a small tent with another person, it's like that, but it's hard-sided. It takes much less time to set up because there basically is no setup. You just push the seats forward and move the stuff to the front seat. And we have, power and fans, and we can charge our electronics all in there, and it's a really nice little setup. So the keys for having 2 people sleep in there is first, to just not take a lot of stuff. The less stuff you have to organize and manage, the better. And then the second one is to have a shelf, like I showed you in the back. In fact, I'll open up the back here so you can see the shelf from the back. There it is, and our sleeping bags down there. The shelf is hugely helpful, or some people like to build a platform and have storage in there. That works too, whatever you think is best. And then third, the cargo box. Cargo box is hugely helpful. I mean, we've got a lot of stuff on this trip. This is only a 3-day trip, but we have kayaking gear, we have rock climbing gear, we have hiking gear, we have a little pack raft up in there, and an inner tube, and a couple of pumps, and a couple of life vests. Like, there's a lot of stuff in here. But it's all manageable just with the shelf and with the cargo box there. Again, this kind of setup isn't for everyone. If you need like a lot of space, obviously this isn't going to work well for you. If you're a larger person, or if you're a larger couple, or a couple of larger people, that's going to be tough for you in a vehicle this small. If you had a larger SUV, it would be better. It's got everything we need. This trip is a 3-day trip. We also spent 8 days in it a couple of weeks ago on our honeymoon. Worked out great. And apart from the storage options that I talked about earlier, really the main takeaway here is is that you can move stuff from the back to the front. If we didn't have a cooler, we wouldn't really need to move anything, but I do like having the cooler because I like to have cold drinks, and it's nice to have cheese and things like that in there also, deli meats. I think it just goes to show you that thinking carefully about your setup can go a long way, and carefully planning it out will really help you. So that's it for this video. Let me know what you think, and let me know if you have any questions. Thanks.